Hi YouTube, and welcome to another video. Thank you for joining me today. I'm a little under the weather, but we're going to go ahead on with this video anyway. Today's video is going to be a recap of the things that I sold at my vendor's event, and I put a small short on my channel of the vendor event and how my table was set up and everything. So if you want to go see what the project looked like, because I don't have them anymore because I sold them, you can go look at that video, and then you can probably pretty much tell which items I sold. But we'll go ahead and get started with the word of the Lord, which is coming from John chapter 1, starting at verse 1. In the beginning, the Word already existed. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. He existed in the beginning with God. God created everything through him, and nothing was created except through him. The Word gave life to everything that was created, and his life brought light to everyone. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness can never extinguish it. God sent a man named John. God sent a man, John the Baptist, to tell about the light so that everyone might believe because of his testimony. John himself was not the light. He was simply a witness to tell everyone about the light. Thank you for joining me for the word of the Lord. That is John chapter 1, verses 1 through verse 8. God bless you, and you continue to be blessed. So I'll tell you what I sold at the vendor event when I finish showing you all the other things. So I went to Joann's. They're still having 75% off their remnants. So I went and got some remnants. So we'll start with the remnants. So I got this remnant, and I got two of them. And I paid 97 cents for one and 79 cents for the other. So there's two of them there. And I can get two bags out of that. And then I also have some of this fireworks fabric, as I have some fireworks fabric. My aunt was born on the 4th of July. She passed away last year in April, but we always celebrate her birthday on the 4th of July at my cousin's house with the swim party. So I got those, and those were, the fireworks was $135 for one of them and $161 for the other one. And they're pretty nice sized pieces, so they're like about 3/4 of a yard. And then I also got this fabric. This really what caught my eye in the bin was this rose fabric. I just think it's so pretty. I love this rose fabric. And I paid $1.38 for one of them. No, I paid 97 cents for one of the roses and $1.07 for the other one. And one is almost a yard, and the other one is 3/4 of a yard. So that's what I got. Two of those. And then this is called Dragon Dots. I'm not sure why, because I don't see no dragons on there. But it's called Dragonfly Dots. Is that what it's called? Dragonfly Dots. I don't see no dragonflies on it, but I really liked it, so I picked it up. And it's two of those, and the Dragonfly Dots were, one was $1.38, and the other one was, well, they both were $1.38. They both was 0.611%, so that's about a little bit over a half a yard. And then I got two of these Mickey Mouse fabrics, and both of them were $2.09, and it's almost a yard, and I got two of these. And I'll probably make a diaper bag or something with that. And then and this is another one that caught my eye in the bin. I love this. You see this big pretty dragonfly? See these colors? These colors are so beautiful. I love this fabric. So I know I'm going to be making a bag out of this. And they only had one. So I got this one. And this dragonfly fabric is almost a yard. And it was $1.94. But I just love it. It is just so beautiful. It is super beautiful. I love those colors. So I know that bag is going to go pretty quickly. So I did see the community tab. We are at the craft that's winning for the next one is the bag so far. So I may make the bag out of this one. So let me know if you want me to make the bag out of this one or one of the other fabrics that you saw. So that's probably going to be my next tutorial, is making the bag. And then also at Joann's, I picked up, they had this big twist cotton. And I do have a project in mind. I'm not going to say what it is, but I do have a project in mind. I'm going to see, excuse me, if I can work with this cotton yarn. Because if you've been watching my channel for any time, you know cotton is not something that I like. So I've tried like a bunch of different manufacturers. So I'm going to try this one and see if I like it. And if I do, you'll see the project. If I don't, I'll tell you I frogged the project and gave the yarn to a friend. Because she makes dishcloths and she would be happy to get the yarn. And this yarn was, they were each $1. And this one is Big Twist Cotton. It's 107 yards on here. Let's see if they have a color. The color is Raindrop Splash. Raindrop Splash. It's upside down. Raindrop Splash. And like I said, it has 107 yards on this variegated one. And then I also got this one. And this one is called Tangerine Splash. And it has 107 yards on it as well. And then I also got this one, this big twist, and this one says it's a cotton, and it is 144 yards. So we'll see if a project comes out. If not, you won't see it. But that's all I have for my acquisitions from Joann, besides these. These are bra connectors. Like if you can connect them to your bra to make your bra expand the back of it. So they were having them 3 for, buy 3, get 2 free. So all the women in my family are well endowed. Let's just put it like that. So we be needing bra extenders. So my mom always asked me for these. So I got some for myself and I got some for my mom. And then I did show you guys some yarn that I was working with. And I told you I was going to make a project out of it. So I did make my project. Here's my project. It is a granny square. I put 3 granny squares together and made a bag. And I followed Cinnamon Stitches tutorial, except for I didn't line the bag. Maybe one day I will, but I doubt it. I didn't enjoy the process. Maybe a different yarn would be better. Maybe a cotton yarn is better, because this acrylic yarn, but this is some Craft Smart cheap acrylic yarn from Michael's. So yeah, but it turned out okay. But my handle turned out like trash. I need to fix the handle. I made it too long and then I connected them, but it's too long. So I'll probably go through and put some more stitches to straighten that out. And maybe I'll put some cotton fabric to keep it from stretching. And maybe I'll line the bag as well. But like I said, that will be at a later date. That won't be no time soon. I'll try to get it done before the holidays, and then I'll probably put it in a giveaway and give it away or something. But that's that project. And then I found this in a bag. I was looking for some yarn to take with me to make another, just to make a project. And I found this hat already completed. The strings weren't weaved in, so I weaved in the strings, and it'll just go in my hat box probably for the holidays. I give away a lot of hats and scarves for the holidays. I also finished our ruffle hat we were working on that I did the tutorial on here on YouTube. I've completed it, so There it is, completed. And what else? What else? Oh, and oh, okay. So now, okay. So then this is a project that, excuse me. It's a project that I was working on, and this is a trinket box. It's a trinket box. This one's not put together because it has these little rings. You glue these little rings together. I cut this out on the Glowforge, and then I cut out all these rings. Now these rings were really out of like a 1/8" material. Usually I do it with if you watch the video for my vendor event, you'll see some of these trinket boxes on the table. Those were cut out with 1/4" wood, and then I stained them. And so this one was a trial. I have a lot of this thin wood that doesn't behave well, so I was going to just use it up to make some of these boxes, since, you know, I don't need it really to behave super well for that. And then the part that cuts out on the inside, like it's a solid circle, I'm going to take those and I'm going to repurpose those into something. Right now I think I want to repurpose them into some of those little 1 month, 2 month, 3 month for babies, when you're like taking photos of them, 1 through 12 months, and then just use them for baby showers or something like that. But so these boxes were at my vendor event, and I really like it. And the box does not say "I love you, Mom." It said something else, but I ungrouped it, took that out, and put my own words in there, because I don't want all the boxes to be for Mother's Day. So I'll do it for Mother's Day, like for next weekend coming up, and maybe the weekend after that if I vend somewhere. But I want the boxes to, I think I'm going to find an all over design and engrave all over it, and then cut out some letters and let people pick letters, already have the 3M on the back, and let them pick letters. So if they want to like put a name or something, or an initial or something on the box, they could do that. So I'll probably, you know, have between 2 and 3 colors for them to choose from, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, so I really like the box. So yeah, and this is what I put it together with. I use this tight bond translucent glue because it dries clear. But I just put it in a little bottle, which reminds me, did I clean up my bottle? Yeah, I did. I put it in this little bottle. I try to keep the nozzles clean, so when I'm going to use it, it's not all clogged up. But yeah, I put it in a little bottle, and then I just kind of like put it on the little parts right here and just glue them down. So I'll be making more of these. And yeah. So what else? And then okay, so now I'll recap for the vendor event. So you saw that I had bags on the stands at my vendor event, and my tote bags, when I make them even with the fabric I got today, they come out to about this size. I think my ruler, this is the ruler that I start out with. I start out with this ruler right here, and it is 16.5. It's 16.5 by 16.5. So this is the ruler that I start out with. And I cut my bags out of that, and I cut the lining out of that. So this is what they start out. So I also sell smaller bags. These ones are cut 10 by 14. And I had brung my smaller bags, but I didn't put any of them out. My husband was like, honey, do you want to put out some of the small bags? And I was like, no, let's just put out the big bags, because the small bags sell, of course, for cheaper. So I said, no, let's just keep the big bags out. So I did tell people that I had smaller bags, but nobody asked me to see any or whatever, so they all bought the big bags. So I sold 4 of my big bags. I sold a sunflower. I sold the soccer bag that was on the top. I sold the butterfly bag, and I sold the patchwork bag. Like I said, you'll have to go back to the excuse me, you'll have to go back to the video to see the bags. And I think the soccer the soccer bag, excuse me, was on the stand, but the other bags were on the rack hanging up. I think they were on the bottom shelf. The butterfly, the green and black bag, and then the sunflower bag was on the back too. So I sold 4 bags. I had made these the night before the vendor event, and I had 4 of them on the table, and I sold 2 of these, and I sold let me see, 3, 6, 9. I sold like 12 to 15 pair of earrings. And what else did I sell? I think that was it. It was only a 3-hour event. It was from 10 to 1. And it was an event that, it was a Chamber of Commerce for the small little town that I was in. And it was the event that they used to have a long time ago, but they stopped having it when COVID hit, and they never returned it. So now they're trying to return it. So I met a lady there who said that she used to come, and it was a really big event. But I don't think that people, everybody got wind of it, that it was happening again. And so, the turnout was a little bit low. So I was pretty happy with the money that I made there, because I made my vendor feedback, which was $55. And then I made like over $100. So for the 3 hours, I probably made about $35 an hour, which was fine. It was a slow event. It wasn't a lot of people there. So I know if there would have been more people, I would have made more money, but that was okay. So it was my first event for the year. And it went okay. It didn't go great, but it went okay. And I was pleased with it because, I made my money back, so, yeah. And I found a new product that I want to continue to make. I really love this trinket box. So I'm going to make more of these trinket boxes. And I may come on and put some together with you guys. And that's about all that I have. That's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining me today. God bless you. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and stay tuned for the tote bag tutorial. Stay tuned for the tutorial. I think I'm going to change the size, because I think I'm going to change the size of the bag just a little bit, not by much, but just a little bit. But let me know if you want me to make it out of this fabric. I think I'm going to make it out of that one, or this one, or this one. One of these 3. So pick which fabric you would like to see me make the tote bag out of, and that will be our next tutorial. Yeah, so pick and let me know. Vote roses, dots, or dragonfly. Let me know. God bless you. You have an awesome and an amazing day. Be blessed, my friends. Bye-bye.